All right, so can you tell me a little bit about the research that you've been conducting?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the semester, I knew I was taking Professor Alessi's media and politics class, and I knew that this was going to be a really exciting semester to take that class just because it is an election cycle. And so I knew that we were going to be doing a lot of cool coverage of that, but I really wanted to dig a little bit deeper into how COVID-19 is really affecting the election, because for me as a voter, and someone engaged in the news, I saw that as sort of a trend that a lot of voters were paying attention to. And so I talked with Professor Alessi about maybe doing some more research into that, and he was totally down with helping me with that. And so we got a Google Alert system set up on my computer where I basically am getting an email every day from a bunch of different news sources. Google aggregates things for me with certain keywords. So I'm looking at keywords of coronavirus, COVID-19, election, and I'm looking at both the presidential and the Senate and congressional races.
Yeah, so it's a while to have been tracking that. So what are some of the biggest things that you've found so far in your research?
Yeah, so at the beginning of this semester, it was a lot about voting logistics. And as we get even closer to the election, it's been definitely, it's continued to be a lot about voting logistics. So I know for Virginia, they started early voting in September, which is sort of unheard of. And we've had about 30 states and DC all change their voting procedures this year to make voting more safe and accessible for people during COVID. And so that's been one of the bigger things I've seen, and I actually talked to some leaders in the JMU College Republicans and JMU College Democrats, and they've both seen a lot of changes in voter culture surrounding that. So not being able to go out and canvass in person like they used to, relying a lot more on text banks and phone banks. So all of those spam calls you see coming into your phone every day, those are people really just trying to connect with voters, since there's not a lot of in-person events and in-person campaigning happening.